market strategist at bullseyeoption.com. But before we get there, solid second half to last week, Alan, on a scale of extremely bullish to spilling your coffee on a Monday morning bullish. How bullish are you?
I have been extremely bullish. Nothing changes. It was buy the dip. We got a 5% pullback in the S&P. Everybody wanted that. We got a 10% pullback in the NASDAQ. Guess what? The buyers stepped up. And like Ben said, technically, we could be 5,500, about a 9% move from where we are now, just based on a full V recovery of this minor unwind. 1 day in the last 2.5 months below 5,000. 1 day.
Yeah. It was a brief tick, too, four handle. So, all right, you view that as a resounding success, then, that we held it?
Yeah, and you can see it in the VIX. Look at the VIX is at 15. Where were we at on the 19th? We were up in the mid-20s. So, you know, a percentage move, that's a whack-a-mole that we see in the VIX each and every time. Every time the VIX explosion happens, it gets beaten right back down until proven otherwise. That is extremely, extremely bullish.
All right. All things bullish, but I don't know, a man trading uranium, that doesn't sound too bullish. I mean, of all we've been watching too much Fallout on Amazon Prime?
You know, and you can say it as a piece of comedy, I don't think I trade, okay? And this has got an amazing chart. This has got an amazing chart here. Now, this is a stock that was up 200% in the last year. Wow. About 15% off its highs. Yeah. So it's pulled back. But we're in with this super range between 6 and 8 for 6 months, and 7's the midpoint. That's where we're at right now. Usually when we get to the midpoint of a trading range, it'll pop to the range top at 8. And if we break out at 8, then we'll be looking at 10. So this is a momentum stock that has a lot of long leveraged accumulation. Smart money flow that I'm following, that's what I see in the chart.
All right. This is a pretty good find because it obviously has this massive tail of strength behind it, but more kind of sideways. You know, a lot of the stuff you look for is either beaten down or is not participating in a strong group. Where's the confidence from this coming from? I mean, how did it come across your radar? You just saw some trades going off or what?
Yeah, I saw, like I said, I watched the smart money flow, and this has had a lot of flow. And the fact that it has paused, as the markets often do, you'll see that there'll be some profit taking in a pause. That's often a second chance to get in this stock. So the way to play is equally as important as the stock. So I'm looking at the August 6th call. So August has 3 months of time. 6 is the bottom of that support level. And that option's ridiculously expensive at trading at $1.50 right now. It's $1 in the money. So the expiration break even is 50 cents higher. And just looking at the simple math, a move to $9, a breakout to the new highs, and a move to $9, that option gains 100%. So it's a low risk, limited risk play to be in position to take advantage of a surging stock.
All right. Buying the calls for $1.50 and in the money, good amount. Buy it, you know, by more than $1. So are you looking for it to hold and rally? We get through 8:30, the high. You think there's more on top of it, Alan? When do you get out?
Again, I don't think, but a breakout of 8 technically targets 10. A $2 range on top of that old top targets 10. So if we break out above 8, that's a very good sign that we could see more. Now, let's talk about some of the other things that I did do some bottom fishing on. Were the Chinese stocks. Look at the bottom breakout in the Chinese stocks. We talked about BABA, JD.com, we took 100% gain in. So we use this strategy of in-the-money options being positioned for success, and that's a sector that's had a big U-turn, and it still seems like there's a lot more. Let's remember, the Chinese stocks, FXI, are now 25% off the low. So I'm a person that puts on a position and then looks to see how the market moves to put me in that position for success.
All right. Yeah, and you were early on that trade, as we were literally talking about it this morning with more folks kind of noticing the breakout, you know, and the China trade. So nice eyes on that. You ready to get back in there? Is that move done?
Oh, I'm still in a number of Chinese stocks. I mean, I took profits on JD.com, but we still have positions in BABA, Weebio, BEKE. So a lot of these, I love the risk-reward setup. You know where else I love the risk-reward? I'm going to throw this out to you.
Hit me.
Tesla and Apple. Apple bounced big today. Tesla bounced big. but they both had bullish divergence in the facts. When they made new lows, they didn't make new highs in implied volatility. That was the market telling us there was a sentiment shift. And wow, this is some follow through on that bounce in Tesla. Let's see what happens here with Apple next.
All right. That Weibo trade you put on was back.
Weibio.
Yeah,
Weibio.
That's what's funny because I know you just look at the charts. So when it comes to Chinese names, it's even more fun to get your
I don't
your
speak Chinese. I don't
Weibo.
speak Chinese. We all know that.
April 8th. Nice trade. All right. Thanks, Alan. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Chief Market Strategist, bullseyeoption.com. All right. Going for uranium for an extended move. When we come back, let's talk earnings. We're going to take a look at onsemi ahead of NXPI. So auto-connected chips, they have been the underperformers. That's thanks to the auto part, obviously, not so much the chip part. But NXP is still trending on the multi-year.